Hi there. I wanted to chat with you today about the power of making decisions because as a yoga teacher, when you are going out there starting to create more income opportunities for yourself, starting to serve your clients in a deeper way, maybe you have a studio, maybe you have an online course, maybe there's workshops that you have to run. Every single part of the process, including choosing where you're going to teach, how you're going to teach, what the message is, it all comes back to being able to make decisions that support you and support your students and have your vision, your goal in mind. And so my name's Krista Vieira. I am a coach for yoga teachers. I help them to create businesses that they love, careers that they love, so that they feel and live in alignment in their heart with what they're offering to the world. And I find that the power of decision can be one of the most stalling things when we're trying to grow any kind of new career. And when we come to where we are as yoga teachers, I can tell you one of the things that I have seen come up many times is that people they have a dream, they have something that they would like to see come into being. And so they get started. They start to take a little bit of action. Maybe they start to build their website. Maybe they start to put together a course. And then partway through the process, they stop and they say, you know what, something gets them stuck, right? Something comes up and they say, you know what, I'm just not sure that's where I want to go. And as soon as that hesitation comes in, as soon as that decision-making power has gone to the side and hesitation comes in, now we've paused the process of growth. We've paused the process of building our business. And I want to really highlight this because this came up in one of my calls with one of my clients this week, where we were talking about how one of the things that she's trying to do is get a course out there. And when you find that you are in the process of putting something together, but you start to question yourself in that process, and you start to question whether or not it has any value, is anybody going to need this course? Maybe it doesn't matter if I put it out there or not. We start to erode our ability to make a decision around what comes next. So when you're going through this process, when you are starting to build out your career as a yoga teacher, you're going to have a lot of decisions that you have to make. If you have a yoga studio, you have extra decisions. You're starting to look at hiring, where you're looking at connecting with yoga teachers, starting to make sure you have the right team, that you have policies in place, that you're there to support your students. There's so many different things to consider. If you have a course that you're putting out there, you want to make sure that you've got a demand for what you're offering first, that you know who your audience is, that you know who you're serving. You're starting to look at that, and then you're committing to showing up with that course for your students and giving yourself a clear timeline to get it done. Without some of these steps in place, you're going to find that along the way, as soon as you come up against a decision that you don't know the answer to, as soon as you come up against an internal question and you start that questioning process where you begin to doubt what you're doing, you're going to get stuck. I just want to evoke inside of you the concept that making decisions in your business is something that you want to do with a fairly easy, quick pace. If you find yourself delaying making a decision and it comes up to your conscious awareness that you have stalled your growth process, I want you to put it down as something to look at right away, because this is where we go from getting ideas, starting to move things forward, and then we get stuck. And I've seen so many people get stuck, and part of my job is helping people get unstuck. So I spend a lot of my time doing this. So you are not alone. If you've been feeling stuck in one aspect or another of growing your yoga business or expanding your career, if you feel stuck, not sure where to make a decision in terms of what job to have, if you should be doing private classes, if you should be starting to run courses or workshops, and you're looking for that clarity, this is really good to start sitting down and getting some clarity around. One of my previous YouTube videos talks a lot about getting clarity in your yoga business, but this is where we can start to see the shift. When people, and if you look at any high achievers in business in the world, they make decisions, billion-dollar decisions quickly. They make decisions without second guessing themselves. They start to hone a very specific skill, and that skill is their instinct, right? They start to trust themselves. They start to listen to that inner voice, the one that's talking to them that knows the truth, that is telling them this is the way to go. If you know that voice and you have it and you can hear it talking to you, you want to build that relationship very strongly. You want to start to bring it up more and more and more. Ask yourself, how can I start to develop a deeper trust of my own instinct and intuition so that I can start to make decisions without second guessing myself, without having that doubt or that hesitation start to come up? So I hope that this was inspiring for you. I hope that you got something valuable out of this talk today. The power of decision is in your hands. If you find doubt and hesitation are coming up, start to listen more deeply, start to find that inner instinct, start to find that intuition, and make sure that if you see yourself stalling, you bring it to the forefront and allow yourself to make a decision that's really going to have the impact. Because getting in that holding pattern is where we start to see energy start to wane. That's where you start to lose the energy for what it is that you're creating. So you don't want to get stuck there. Thank you for watching this today. My name's Krista Daniluz Vieira, and I work with yoga teachers to help them elevate their lives and create thriving yoga careers that they absolutely love. And I would love if you could like this video. If you found something valuable in here, feel free to subscribe, share it with any friends that you think might benefit. Thank you again. Have a beautiful, wonderful day. Take care.